Good morning, everyone. How are you doing? I hope everyone is just doing blessed this morning and just, overall have a beautiful, wonderful day. All right. Let me look at the time, you guys, real quick. It is 7:44 a.m. in the good state of Illinois. All right. Um, the reason why that I'm just saying the time is because this is when I begin to um, do this video and whatnot. Okay, I told y'all I was not going to say anything else about this situation that I'm going through on my platform. But I have to address a few things because it's ridiculous. Okay? I sit here and I do my diligence. Okay? I get my message out. Or messages rather. But you guys, the thing is, I'm blessing y'all with these messages, okay? And I don't sit here and ask y'all for nothing. Just to listen, take heed if it resonates with you. That's all. And that's all I've ever asked, all right? And it's not on y'all, okay? I really don't feel like it. It may be on some of y'all, yeah. But this is the thing here. I'm tired of being played with, okay? Because I'm not a play toy. I'm not a yo-yo, all right? And there are some people that I feel are just straight up relentless with doing something. Rather it's taking the messages and using it as yours and growing what you have. So many people, if you've noticed, I do organic work, okay? I don't sit here and use Sprizzy or any of these apps or whatever that can skyrocket you. Y'all have heard the commercial, okay? Y'all heard it. I get a little country sometime. I hope you can understand me. But I don't sit there and use these apps that can launch your channel and do all this. And then while I'm at it, go over to the next reader and whatnot and be like, you know what, let me do something over here, because let me tell y'all how this is going. My revenue goes up, but then a couple days later it just goes way back down. Okay, then the subscribers, it's like, and I really respect y'all. I don't even like to call y'all subscribers because I feel like that is such just a worldly word. Just my subscribers. Okay, that's okay. I'm a subscriber. I subscribe to you. But I don't consider you that. Just that. You're not. You're individuals that are on your spiritual path and you're trying to find the sense in everything and make it make sense for you. If I am the reader for you, I am a tarot reader. I am a medium. I am a psychic. I see and I know and I feel. Okay? So I'm standing on my truth and I'm 10 toes down on who I am. I don't have to sit here and go to, let's just say, put it like this, the smaller platforms and get my messages, because that's not how I roll. That's not how I'm built. God's not going to let me do that. If I'm truly of God, I'm not going to be sitting here messing with anybody else's work. I'm not going to be sitting here trying to mess with anybody else's platform. I'm not going to be sitting here trying to send the evil eye and all the negativity in the world towards someone else. Why? So I'm really about sick of people doing this to my platform. Okay? Whether you want me to leave And sometimes I can feel the utter disgust when I post videos, because there is a person or people that want to shut me down, that want me to give up. But baby, I'm not giving up, because this is what I'm supposed to do. I'm not everybody else that you don't play with. Now, I'm sitting here telling you the truth. I don't ask people for anything. When things started going wrong on my platform, what did I do? I said, you know what? I got me a job. No, because, I had took a break because I was doing what I love to do. All right. This was last summer. And I'm going to repeat this story again so I can make it make sense. I went through all this stuff, and then I sat down and I listened to the universe. I listened to God. And He told me that people are going to come up against you. Why? Because you are who you say you are. What you need to do is just do what's best for you. God helps those that help themselves. So now you got people setting up. Now I can say that, swear to God, I have never thought about taking anything from anyone. I have never sat here and thought, oh, they're going to be better than me, so let me start reporting and doing all this stuff. Y'all low down. Y'all are low down, dirty snakes. And the thing that's going to happen is that you're going to get found out, because you can't be me. You can't comprehend me. Okay? That's how dire it is right now. And I'm just tired of people attacking my platform, whether they're unsubscribing, you guys. But my count stays at one spot, and it moves up. It might say, oh, you got 4 or 5 new subscribers and whatnot and whatnot. Okay, how come it just stays there? Like it's stuck. Every time I post, someone goes out of their way to report my videos or something. Okay, I know you doing it. What I said was correct. Reporting it. Somebody's sitting there every time I upload a video and they're hitting report, trying to flag it or something stupid like that. When I'm over here minding my own business and doing me and what I love to do, somebody is that hell-bent pressed that they got to keep doing that. That is sad. I done said it before. That is a sad existence. If you have to set up and mind somebody else's business, which my platform is my business, okay? When you got to set up and you got to mind somebody else's business, you are a sad sack of ish, okay? Because people don't come for you unless you send for them. And I haven't sent for none of y'all, okay? I haven't sent for none of y'all, but you want to send for me. You effing up, okay? Don't come for me. Come for somebody who's really coming for you. That's what you do. And you mind your own damn business. And for those, let me say something, okay? I have an ex. I'm going to keep it real. And if you watching, baby, you better count your days. Because if you taking anything from me, you going to get it back. You going to get it back. You going to get it back. More than you tried to stop me, okay? I have an ex. Nobody's coming back to you. Nobody wants you. You are to go on with your life, okay? Whoever you're working with, whatever you're telling them, I don't want you. I don't want anything from my past anymore. I have moved on. I am on a different level. So if you're attacking me for that situation, you need to go on somewhere, because nobody wants that. That's your situation now, not mine. That's why I'm over here and you're over there, okay? That's out of my energy. But you continue to come against me. You continue to attack my platform. You continue. You trying to make me be discontent with myself. And I'm not. I love myself. I embrace myself. My beautiful spiritual self. I embrace it. And I want people to embrace their spirituality also. But as far as coming against me, attacking me, flagging me, reporting me, whatever the hell y'all doing, you need to find something else to eat and go chew on some bread or something. You need to go make it. There's something wrong with you. There's something wrong with you within yourself that you need to keep doing that. Now, I sit here and I just watch and I notice things. Don't do me. I'm the wrong person, okay? Totally. When you coming after me, you must want all the smoke, the dynamite, the grenades, the bombs, the tanks, all of it. And I'm not sitting here trying to up myself or rep myself like I'm all that. No. But honey, I remain vigilant to what I do. You need to go on and find you something else to do rather than mind my business. Okay? Because that's the only reason you attacking me anyway, because I don't want you. Because I don't pay attention to you. But you see something in me, I guess, and that's kind of, flattering. Because you're seeing something in me that you want that essence so bad, but you could never. You could never be me. It's just a bunch of fake amongst the real. And the fakes suppress the real. Because you know why? They gotta make it make sense and make themselves look good. Oh, everything they say is a lie. Everything they say is a lie. Oh, no, no, no. They evil. No, they do black magic on people. No, honey. I would never pick my staff up to do negative, dark things to people. Because that's not me. And people that say that stuff, they don't know me as a person. What I have been through in my life, even though I've been down through it, I had that choice to be dark and sinister and evil. But then I had my choice to be upright, to walk in the light, to choose love instead of all this hate that's going around on YouTube. Because it's nothing but hate. It's a bunch of freaking bitter, scorned individuals. And they don't want to see anybody else happy, standing in their life purpose where they're supposed to be because they missed their chance because they chose money, they chose materialistic crap, attention, notoriety. No, no. So I would suggest that you start minding your own business over here because nobody's minding yours. Whoever I'm talking to, whoever, get up out my Kool-Aid, honey, because I don't put no sugar in it. I'll serve it bitter right to you. So you need to leave my situation alone. Let me handle my things alone. I don't bother anybody. I have neighbors and they probably think that, well, why she's so quiet? She thinks she's just, no, it's never anything like that. I mind my business because your business is not my business. I don't make it my place to intrude. Y'all, I have been broken up from my ex for, it'll be going on 4 years now. I don't bother that man. I don't have nothing to say to him. Really, honestly, we have kids together, okay? He calls his kids once in a while. He's not the woo stand up daddy. No. And I'm not all that, but I'm a good mother and I take care of my children. And this right here, this helps me take care of my children. So if any way, shape, or form he's coming against me or having other people come against me and all that and all this, What is that really saying how tall he is? Not too tall. And you know, the smaller you are, you got to fight harder because you're not bigger than everybody else. But I feel like that could be one of the reasons. I feel like there's many reasons. There's jealous females that I don't even know, that I'm not out here flip flopping around and sleeping with this one and that one and that one and this one and this one and that one. I I stay to myself. And if people knew what was good for them, they would stay to themselves and quit bothering me over here. Because whatever you're stealing, whatever you're doing, you know, you must not have any kind of conscience about you. Because, honey, you got to answer for all that. And what happens when they come at you and it's a whole legal issue and you got to pay all that back? You don't even have it to pay back. Because the truth is, you didn't have it from the beginning to take. So make it make sense. I'm just saying. I'm over here building, okay? I'm over here building for me and my children. Just because I keep myself out of situations and I don't play around with voodoo and black magic and all that, I don't play that. I don't want to possess anyone's energy. As much as I love myself and as much as I walk by faith and not by sight, you got me totally messed up. You don't even know me, okay? You got strangers jealous taking your work. You don't even know me. You don't even know what kind of storm you're stepping into. You don't know. So I wish you would just leave me the hell alone and go on with your life because you're not going to throw me off. My balance is straight solid. My connection with God is straight solid. You will not do any of it. And I refuse to bow down because I don't do that. The only person I bow down to is God. So if you knew what was best for you and your future and things that you're going for and trying to do, you need to do that on your own energy, not mine. Okay? All right. So I'm going to do a reading, okay? Because I done said what I'm going to say. And probably you guys, I'm just keeping it real. That's why I say if you support me, you support me. I'm not down here with PayPal, Cash App, all that, asking you to send me nothing. Okay, do you see it? No. I'm not asking you to send me nothing. All I ask for is your support. And if you resonate with the reading, that's all I ask. Because all you got to do is watch. I don't need donations. I don't need all that. I put my hard-earned money that I work hard for into my platform, into my cards, into everything that you see on this channel. I buy it. Nobody else does this for me. And why do I do this? It's because I love what I'm doing. I enjoy what I'm doing. I'm not asking y'all for a single freaking dime. Now, if you get a personal reading, yeah, of course, I'm putting my energy in it. But I have, right now, on the count of my hands, I have one loyal client. And I love you to death, honey. And I'm not going to yell you out. I'm not going to do that, okay? Because that's privacy. That's privacy to me. All right? I roll differently. I'm a very, 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 very old soul. So privacy means everything to me. And I'm never going to put anybody on Front Street or any of that. I would never. But I have one loyal client, okay? And I appreciate her every time I hear from her. I appreciate her because she is, how do you say, she believes that I am who I am and I know who I am and I walk in that. Okay? So it's like everything you see, my cards, everything, that's from my pockets. Because why? I love what I do. So all this other BS, and if somebody want to clap back or whatever, I wouldn't know and I wouldn't care right now. Because you're all in my Kool-Aid and I'm going to serve it to you bitter. Leave me the hell alone. Go, go bother yourself. Go look in the mirror. Go take a bath. Go do something other than sit there and report my videos all damn day and all damn night trying to stop. Because, honey, God's pushing me through and God blesses me. So I ain't got to sit up here and ask people for this and that and this and that. Because you know what? I get my up off, excuse my language, I'll get up off my ass and I will go and retrieve. God helps those who help themselves. And a lot of people, no, helping yourself, stealing from somebody, no, that's that's not it, homies. Mm-mm. So let me get into this. Right about now, I'm asking God, my divine heavenly protectors, my angels of the white light, my spirit guides, my ancestors who are very, very strong. Okay? Please protect my soul family, my love life, my collective as I am delivering these messages. Okay? I am grateful. We are grateful. Even when there's very little. Alright? Gratitude. Alright? We're grateful for that. For the many blessings. And I'm very blessed. We are blessed. Okay? Because we know who we are. Amen, amen, and amen, and amen. And I plead the blood of Jesus, okay? Over my channel. Because there's some rats. Okay? And it's getting sickening. Alright? It's not irritating. It's sickening. It sickens me. It makes me want to vomit. Okay? That's how filthy and nasty your energy is. You're filthy. You're filthy. Okay, let's go. Vermin. Vermin. Okay. Now, I'm going to tell you something. The right way. Learning to create what you desire. Do you see that? Some people spend their whole life running away from who they are. And that's exactly what you're doing when you come after God's people. You're running from who you are because you're not proud that you shook the devil's hand. I am Callie. From death comes rebirth. Okay? Now, when you have, and I'm going to put it like this. When Callie comes out here, or Callie, whatever you want to call her, but she be coming. And I'm going to say it like that, honey. Okay? Yeah. You know, like I said, anything is possible. I've seen things that you wouldn't even believe. So when you have that energy coming out, is it time to pull out the swords? Is it time to pull out the daggers? Or is it time to pull out the truth? Because if you don't pull the truth out, I feel sorry for you. Because you cannot take people down and think that you can do that to everybody. Because everybody is not how you are. Okay? Yeah. Come through whipping swords, y'all. I'm telling you now. Shallow grave. You miss someone. Yeah. Because I feel like this is somebody that is all up in the energy and trying to do the most because they're sitting here not knowing they're on their way to the hole that they dug for you. They're going to fall right in it. And is anybody going to miss them? I don't know. because I'm not digging that deep in it. My battles are handed over to God. And once I did that and I surrendered to that, baby, I can't tell you. Okay? All I can do is retrieve and deliver my messages. Okay? There's going to be people yelling for help, screaming for help. And there's not going to be that. They're doing it now. Curiouser and curiouser in reverse, because you should have minded your own business and went on about things that you need to heal in your life. That's why your life is so topsy-turvy. That's why these people you see around you are having all these issues, and you sitting there in all your majesty, and they're sitting there looking at you like, why don't they have a problem? Because you learned a long time ago, you put it in God's hands. You put it in the universe. Okay? Your spirit guides and your ancestors and your angels, they're guarding you. They're protecting you. Okay? Somebody want to know everything that you're doing, and they mad because they can't see into that. Well, that's your freaking jagged pill to swallow. And hopefully it does not cut your esophagus on the way down. Okay? And your stomach lining. Alright? There's something significant about tripe. Why I said stomach lining. The tripe. Okay? I think that's a cow's stomach lining, if I'm correct. Okay? I'm not Chef Boyardee, so I don't know. Death in the maiden, invasion, boundaries violated, and dominance. Exactly. All in the mix. I'm telling. Sending death magic, because look, let me tell you something here. You see, shallow grave, death and the maiden. Look at that. They're sending death spells. Okay? Honey, be careful. Because if you have children, you must not care about them. And you must not care about the offsprings thereafter. Okay? Because you're cursed. You're cursed. You don't do that to people. Shoot, I learned very young. You don't do anything that you wouldn't want anybody doing to you. Okay? We've all had situations. We've all had issues. But the thing about it is, I don't take my issues out and stand in darkness and attack people because I need to work on myself. I look at me and be like, wait a minute, maybe I need to, turn this around. Some. Autumn is my last chance. Please don't lose hope. Somebody's planning something for the fall equinox. Or they tried this last fall and it didn't work. It fell down, but they felt like it worked just a little bit. So they're going to try it again. I'm telling you, try it again. Abracadabra. And you're going to be finding yourself. When I said that, y'all, and my sense of humor, I'm out there. When I said that, remember that movie back in the day, Half Baked? Because you got to be half baked to be bothering people like that. Okay, something wrong with you. You on some type of drugs or something. Clock time. Yeah, time, pressure, in a rush. Yeah, somebody's like, they feeling like time's running out. Time's already ran out. But they still trying as hard as hell to shut you up. Shut us up. Why? You don't want people to know the truth? You don't want to know the ugly, shadowy truth about you, the dark, sinister truth about yourself? Yeah, we have 3 witchy sisters in reverse. Looking like bats hanging upside down. Look at that. Get it together. Becoming braver. Because these people, it's like, okay, you're going to get back down. And that come out with on top of I am Kali. So, y'all better be careful. Y'all better be careful. That's all I got to say, honey. Y'all better be careful with everything you trying to send people. All that. You better be careful. That's all I'm saying. Fairy of the Highlands, it's time to be brave because people are standing up because they know what afflictions, what things have come across. You think people sit there? You know what? I'm going to say it like this. Y'all done ran across so many fake people and phoniness that you don't see the real deal when it's in your face. And when you see the real deal, you have to go by all means necessary and try to stop them and knock them and block them, just stop them from shining. But God put these people on this earth for a particular reason, but you trying to go against his will. You're not going to make it out. I'm sorry, but what's going down now for you, you rightfully deserve that. Okay? Serve cold. You rightfully deserve that. Because dress of alchemy, release your power. That's what I'm saying. With being who you are, because you know that you're truly, you know for a fact truly you're walking in your purpose. These people need to get up off people's backs, leave people alone, go on about your business, and heal. Because all that trauma that you have deep inside of you that you feel like you need to attack somebody, that's BS. You need help. These are people that have been bullies their whole damn life. They don't know how else to live because they weren't treated right as a child. Okay? Half of y'all had parents that were young as hell and they were trying to raise their self. And your life might not have been all that, but you didn't look at it in different perspectives. Y'all, my mom was 15 years old when she had me. And then she gave me to my great-grandparents because my grandmother couldn't take care of me. Okay? Wasn't interested in taking care of me. But that's one of my truths. What are yours? And I had no problem with that. That's the way my life was supposed to have been. And I'm never ungrateful for that. My great-grandparents raised me. And I'm never ungrateful. Because they gave me the real truth when I was growing up, which molded me into the person that I am today, along with the lessons that I have learned throughout my life. Now go on ahead. Preach on it. Okay? And I'm not sitting here trying to say, oh, I'm all that. No, I'm not no any better than the next person. But I am God's child. Okay? We all are God's children. Okay? Yeah. People don't want you to see that. Miracle. A lot of us are walking miracles because we've been down through it. You know how many times in my life I've almost lost my life? You know how many times I've had a bullet zoom past my head and not hit me? I have witnesses to that. That was many years ago. But a car pulled up and they was on somebody, okay? And that was in the state of Iowa. And they was after somebody, honey. That I heard it. That bullet was so close to my head. I am surprised that I am sitting here today doing this. It was all by the grace of God and my protectors because I've been very protected. You are walking miracle. We are walking miracles. And that's the hatred that drills and dwells within inside these people because it's like, no, you never would have made it. Okay? You know how many times when I tell y'all my whole life I've been chased down by dark entities and negativity when I didn't know how to transmute that and say no and stand on it. Do you know? Okay, do you know how it feels? Huh. Honey, we're all mad here. Everyone is a little different. Yeah, just because you're different, just because you possess something that they don't, it's a big hoopla. Don't play. Don't play. Because I could sit here, but I don't want to. It would take me a week to tell y'all about my life, or maybe even more. I'm 46 years old. I don't even look 46. But I feel like I'm just old as I don't even know what. But one thing about me is I'm real and I'm who I am. People don't like that because they can't embrace themselves. They don't see the graces. And once you become ungrateful, that's when things start going bad for you and you want to possess someone else. Yeah, Marie Masquerade. Glamour, intrigue, and drama. Yeah, that's all these people are into. They want to drag you into the drama. You don't do drama. You possess peace within. And that's a scary thing to these people. Okay? So that's why I feel like people come for you. Because why else would they? Why else? Why else? Okay, let's pull some cards here and let's get some energy. Alright? Let's pull this energy that is sitting here riding coattails and doing all this because you're done. That cycle of my life is over. That karmic attachments, all that trying to make people feel like they're not worthy, trying to make people feel like they're not supposed to be doing what they're doing. All these freaking church people, these real holy rolling Bible thumpers. I believe in God, yes I do, but I believe all things are possible through God, and I believe in what they don't believe in. All things are possible, okay? And then they sit there, and if they were really listening to what they were reading and what they were hearing, the word of God, they would know that, honey, all the things that you think are impossible are possible. But when somebody like me comes along and we know your dirty little secrets, but you sit up there and you talk all this mess about, oh, God this, God that. God don't like ugly, and God don't like you using him as some type of scapegoat to be who you're not. Keep it real. Keep it real. Quit trying to put that off on other people. Quit trying to make people look like they're possessed or they're just demonic. I've never been demonic in my life. What do you mean? Okay? Stop trying to put that off on other people. Because that's a sad freaking trail. Okay? You're sad. Look at this. Look at this. What did I say? Want to talk about you? All this other stuff. But you got people that want to be you. There's visual in your face copycats out here. That's why you can't tell one real one from a fake one. From a fake one to a real one. To a real one. Hey, and I'm not going to sit here and prove myself to anybody. I don't have to. I prove myself to God every day. And that's real talk. I've been through so much. It's like going down through here. You're not messing with an amateur. These cards are these cards. They're flashcards. But this is how I draw the energy. Because if I sat here and I just talked and, did that, yeah. When I first started this channel, that's what I wanted to do. But I like pulling the cards because it's really backing me up on what the hell I'm saying. I'm not talking out the back of my neck, the side of it, or the front of it. I'm telling y'all that these people, I'm going to show you again. These people take other people's work that are really blessed and anointed and a prophet, and they use it to profit. It's two different prophets here. Okay? So that's what they do. They possess your essence. But you know what? Walk a mile in my shoes and I bet you wouldn't have made it this far. I bet. Like I said, I'm 46. Alright? Yeah. You wouldn't have made it this far. And half of that stuff happened before I even hit the age of 20. Okay? Yeah. Moving on. Everybody in the situation needs to move on and adapt to yourself. Plug into yourself. Become one with yourself. Honey, there's not a star I want to be like. But you know what? I will tell you something. If I see, the only time that I feel like I would, use anything anybody else had is if I got my hair done and I say, hey, I want that hairdo right there. Or I want that color yellow right there. Come on, y'all. Come on, y'all. Y'all gotta do better than that. Because people move on from y'all. They don't want you to move on, but honey, you're destined. You're going. You're going. You're going. Yeah, looking you up in reverse. They can't touch you. They trying to find ways here and nothing's working. Nothing's taking you out. Nothing. Because you keep going. Because why? It's about truth. And the truth is that people move on from individuals that no longer serve them. You're no longer on that level. You're not on that plateau of thinking. Very powerful energy when you learn to stand on your own. Look, these people are wasting time. They're wasting your time. They were a waste of time. But what we do is move forward and we make the future shake. Okay? Surrendering. Okay? Surrendering that. And what you need to surrender. Look at this. Stalkers. You've been protected from stalkers. People that watch you. People that drive around your block. People that try so many things to make you give up. But are you doing it? No. Honey, y'all, I'm telling you. Now they all scattering and running, but still trying to do things behind the scenes to make it make sense to them. Because you ran away from them. These people sit up and they lie about they got away from you. But no, baby, you got away from them because of their demonic freaking vessels that they are in. Their soulless shells of existence. The ugliest freaking, they could be the prettiest person on the outside, but the ugliest unclean spirit on the inside. Okay, they must be because they're trying to freaking be like everybody else. Like I said, I don't have to sit here. Look, don't want to see happiness haters. Don't want to see people get in loving, kind relationships after dealing with narcissists, after dealing with abuse, after dealing with mental unclarity for so long. They want you to stay asleep. They want you to just roll around in that demonic energy because they say so. Okay? They say so. They don't run your life. They need to run their own life. That's why the hell it's falling apart. Their houses is dirty. Okay? They got roaches crawling around. Alright? They got mice. Vermin. They live. Unclean spirits live in unclean environments. Okay? Look at here. All up in your business. Look. All up in your business because when they feel they've knocked you down, you get back up. And you make it make sense again. How do they do that? How? No, I gotta go harder. I gotta go harder. Now, this is how these people are feeling. This is just going to be an oracle reading. I'm not even going to get into the tarot, okay? This oracle is telling me everything that I already know. It's confirming everything that I know. And I'm just tired of these people doing this. You need to find something else to do before you find yourself in darkness that you can't get the hell out of. A lot of these people, it's like their money is running low. They're bankrupt. They don't have nothing. They don't have nothing, and they sure in the hell don't want you working on anything for your future, for your right now, for anything. Because they can't even right their past mistakes. So what makes the future so bright for them? Y'all understand what I'm saying here? Nosy. All up in your business. Look at this. impersonator and dust it off. Taking your work, your creativity, your ideas, your life itself, and trying to turn it into theirs by twisting and tweaking a few things, but it's still all you. You're written all over it. You can never change that. That energy, you can never change that. It's written all over. These people, they think that they can adapt to who you are, what you are, how you vibe. What? Look, okay, y'all see this right here? Look, legal issues. They're not thinking about all that though. They're not thinking about hacking into people's software, computers, phones, and things like that. Is it not a crime? Is it not like a criminal activity, crime type thing? They think that they're. I guess they think that they're holier than thou. I guess they think that they can get away with doing that. Okay, hacking. Oh, that's not a crime. But I gotta be in this person's life and energy so much that I don't care about going to prison. And some of these people, they're gonna die in prison. Look, same-ish, different day. You see what I'm saying? It's like they do it over and 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 over. And it's not getting you nowhere. It's just making you look tired. I'm telling you, these people have, I'm telling you, they have dark rings under their eyes because they're up all night and freaking half the day trying to figure out how to stop you in some way, shape, or form. Me also included in that. Okay? These are these people you're not seeing. Because it's like they put up this persona, okay, about themselves. That they're this and that. No, they're not. Look. Because look at here. You're shining. Your light irritates your demons. They can't take it because you a real one. You not out here playing any games with anybody. But they want to play Ring Around the Rosie and the merry-go-round and push me on the swings all damn day. Put me on a seesaw. Nobody got time for that. And like I said, I'm not a play toy. Okay? Yeah. God didn't put me here to be hid. Look. Cyberbully. These people are online doing this. But when them feds come knocking on your door, don't say I didn't warn you. Don't say I did not warn you, okay? I don't care nothing about no damn cyberbully. I don't give a damn about a bully. I got God. What do you mean? Okay? And God is good to me. And I'm very much so protected. I don't have to sit here and make anything up for nobody. Because I'm not going to do that. I don't want that in there. Look, bad karma here. Because see, the thing about it is, somebody's mad. And they're running from their karma. They're trying to run. See, baby, somebody's mad because you don't want their ass. So they don't want nobody else to want you. They want you to be in negative relationships and have drama every day, arguing every day, feeling like you need some escape, wanting you to use narcotics, things like that, to dampen your soul, to dampen your spirit. I think not. I think not. That's crazy. All up in your business. Yeah, because look, you're uninterested in anything, these people. And they want to know what's going on in your life. So bad, so they can stop it, so they can take it, so they can adapt it as theirs. But it's not theirs. Okay? I wish people would wake up. I wish people would wake up and see who is who and what is what. Because if you do that, it will scare the hell out of you. And you'd be like, whoa. Okay? Get my little vape. I'm trying to quit doing that. I quit smoking cigarettes. Like, man, 3 years ago. Okay? And I have had not a desire to have a cigarette. But I turned to vaping. I'm just keeping it real. I turned to vaping. And I'm trying to quit that. Okay? My daughter keeps screaming, you need to quit that. You need to quit that. In which I respect her opinion. Okay? And I am. Alright? But there's no way. There's no way. People, let me tell y'all something. I used to drink a lot because I was not happy with the life that I was living at that time. I'll tell y'all, this is my truth. Some of it. Now, honey, I would get off work and I'd stop by the liquor store and I would buy Jose Cuervo every day. And I would drink a half pint almost every day. This is the truth. Now, before that, I wasn't a big drinker at all. But I felt like I was in a situation to where I needed to escape so bad that I was numbing myself down to receive who I really am. And I didn't like the place that I was in. So I felt like I had to be inebriated every day. And also to please somebody. Because that's how they did. And in some way, shape, or form, I wanted to form some type of in common type energy. But no, that wasn't right. And I stopped that plain out. Once in a while, I'll have a sip of wine and this and that. No lie about it. No lie about it. Sometimes I'll take a shot. No lie about it. Because sometimes, man, when I get off of my other job, I'll sit there, but it's not as extreme as it used to be. I could say I was an alcoholic at one point, yeah. Because I let life walk on me, but I'm not going to do that anymore. I make the decisions. If I want to sip on some wine and relax and listen to some 70s music like I do, some jazz, okay, some Bee Gees, I don't care. If that's what I want to do, I'm going to do it. But I just don't overindulge anymore. And that kills a lot of people because they couldn't keep you in that depressive state to where you needed to feel you needed to suppress yourself. And God don't like that either, okay? Because, honey, sometimes when I be drinking, I said, I mind my business. I mind my business. I make sure all my business is handled, and I pray, okay? But look, egg on their face, because everything that these people try to say about you, that you were, you're not even that. Sure, you've been through some things, but you're not going to hide it. Okay? You're getting caught up. Things are backfiring. You're embarrassed because you felt you had to go to those extremes just to prove a point when that's not it. Anybody with common sense or anybody with spiritual sense, I'll tell you to sit back and just watch this. You don't have to say too much. Okay? The loudest one in the room, they say, is the most, and I hate to say it like this, but the most ignorant one. Okay? Yeah. Conflict resolution. You know how to transmute that. You're not going to let nobody keep you in that space. Come on, man. That's why they wanted you in the first place, so they can laugh behind your back. Family does it. They invite you. Look. They know you're going through something and you might have had just a bit too many drinks. Oh, they sit there and laugh at you. They laugh. They're talking about, oh, we're not laughing at you. Yes, they are. They're not laughing with you because you're not doing nothing funny. So they laugh at your disgrace because it's funny. And when they got somebody that's supposed to be close to you doing it with them, oh, Lord, they love it, baby. Look, secretive, avoidance, and controversy. Yeah, they sitting here doing sneaky things behind the scenes laughing at you. Then they don't want to admit that they were the ones that were trying to hold you back by all means. They want to bring the drama to you, or it's behind closed doors. Even with secretive here, this mess is behind closed doors, and that's why they avoid you. Because they're scared that you transformed your life. You're no longer the joke. You're no longer funny. They're funny. And that's what's happening with these people. Okay? They want to keep you hid. Okay? The things that they've done, they're trying to ride them, but it's too late. It's too late. Their truth is coming out. Like they wanted to make you feel like you couldn't be honest and truthful about who you are. Better back up. Better back up. Look. Netflix and chill here. Somebody wanted that come into you in reverse. And this come out on top of it. Netflix and shit. Okay. Trying to come in with some type of offer. No, they're trying to bring freaking drama back to your life, honey. Drama back to your life. Yeah, soul contract. Look at here. You got people trying to break these. Alright? Trying to break the real. Trying to hold the real back. Okay? I don't care if you've been with somebody for 15 years. That person could be your worst enemy. Okay? Look. Unfinished business here. That person could be your worst enemy. You've been with them in a relationship. You're trying to hold on. It's toxic as hell. And you know it is. But you don't even know the depth of how toxic it is. But these people, it's like they want them to hold on to individuals. Compromise their happiness just to hold on. When there was somebody right there that was ready to give you unconditional love and be there for you. Okay. There's different avenues, okay? But the same address. Yep. And why did soul contract come out? Here, I'm trying to get it out of here, y'all. It came out. It was flipped up, alright? Soul contract. Yeah. Somebody here, they trying to hold back people's connections that are supposed to be in union. That are evenly yoked. Let me show you this. Because egg on the face, the yoke, soul contract. These people are evenly yoked for each other. Okay? There's all types of instances where people are doing this. Okay? Yeah. Somebody was giving someone the cold shoulder. Somebody's guilty about this. Make it rain in reverse. Somebody here, they're mad because they're not receiving any money anymore. Intimacy upright. Somebody's in love with someone. Someone's not playing with the other person anymore. Spotlight in reverse. It's not on them anymore. Somebody's tired of the mind games. Somebody's hurting here. Somebody wants to send a message. Okay? Don't play. They want to cause a halt to this. They want to make people look crazy. Yeah, look. Inferno. Because everything's crumbling around these people. Don't play. Yeah. Don't play. And you sitting here reporting and blocking me and doing all this. Please. You must feel threatened as hell. You on the devil's payroll. And I'm not. Look, yeah, childish. Doing childish things. Wanting to cause drama. Okay, look. Toxic people. Yeah, toxic people. These people are toxic. Thinking of you. Sitting here holding back. Not wanting to deal with you. They got people scared to even look at you and talk to you. Because, oh, you supposed to be some freaking evil, how would you say, witch or warlock? Yeah, okay. Yeah, never. But it's chased me my whole life trying to compromise. Alright? Nope. Look at this. Reconciliation. But these things are going to happen regardless of... These unions are going to happen regardless of what you say, what you put out there, what you be trying to do. It's going to happen anyway. I'm sorry. There's a lot of people that are mad. Okay? Issues are being resolved. Because why? These people are not a good fit. They just came in to teach you a lesson. Okay? Yep. Look. It's over. It's over. You can't trick people. You can't put them in the frame of mind to where they, no, this is not my partner. This is not the one. This is not... Okay. It's over. Deuces. See you. Okay? Because people have things to fulfill. There's prophecies to be fulfilled. Okay? And when you run around listening to all fake and phony mess and all this and all that and not trusting your intuition, See, mind games. When you're not trusting your own intuition here, honey, they got people on the string and they feel like they gonna win. So this was an oracle read. All right, I'm gonna come back with a love reading here because something's telling me do a love reading. All right, do that to check in the energy for y'all today. But yeah, this is just the main energy that's flowing around. hmm They don't want to give up. They don't want to give in. So you can't do anything about it. Like I said, I don't. I'm not fighting it. I'm addressing it. That's all I had to do. So keep on doing what you're doing. Keep on doing what you're doing, because, honey, what you keep doing is coming back on you. And even though you don't want nobody to see past that shield that you put up, it's a flimsy shield. Okay? That promise was not meant to be kept from whoever you made that promise with. So, who cares about these people out here trying to be you? Be you. Be the best you can be. Because that's all. Nobody can be you. And you're sick and you need psychiatric help if you think that you can be like somebody else. You're sick. You're sick if you got to sit there every time somebody posts their messages and things like that. You report because it ruffled your tizzies. It ruffled your tizzies and your little freaking dirty panties. Who cares? It's the truth. So you guys, I love y'all. Keep God first. And I'll see y'all later. Bye-bye.